A soft-serve ice cream cone costs McDonald's about $0.25 in mixed cone and labor. It sells for $1.49. That is a gross margin of over 83%. The dollar menu is the advertisement. The drinks, fries, and desserts are the business. A customer transaction that starts with a $1 cheeseburger and includes a medium drink, medium fries, and an ice cream cone totals $6.76 in revenue. The gross profit on that transaction is approximately $4.20. That is a gross margin of over 62% on the entire transaction. The dollar menu item represents only 15% of the transaction value, but drives the entire customer visit. This is why McDonald's is obsessed with the dollar menu. Not because the dollar menu is profitable on its own, but because the dollar menu is the most effective traffic driver McDonald's has ever created. A customer who walks in for a dollar item is a customer who is price sensitive, who is looking for a deal, who is willing to make the trip. And once that customer is inside, the psychology of the transaction changes. The customer has already committed to the purchase. Customer is already at the counter. The customer is already thinking about what else they want. The friction to add a drink, add fries, add a dessert is minimal. The customer is already spending money. Adding another $2 or $3 to the transaction feels incremental. McDonald's has spent decades optimizing this psychology. The menu boards are designed to make you see the dollar items first, but the drinks and fries are positioned right next to them. Crew members are trained to ask if you want to make it a meal, which bundles the burger, fries, and drink together and makes the total price feel more reasonable. The loyalty app sends you notifications about deals on high-margin items. The in-store promotions feature bundle pricing that makes you feel like you're getting a deal when you're actually buying more. Now let us talk about what it actually costs to operate a McDonald's franchise. If you're running a typical suburban location, your monthly revenue might be around $120,000. That is roughly 400 transactions per day at an average check of $8 to $10. Your cost of goods sold, the ingredients and packaging, runs about 28 to 32% of revenue, so roughly $33,600 to $38,400 per month. Your labor costs, including crew members, shift managers, and the general manager, run about 25 to 30% of revenue, so roughly $30,000 to $36,000 per month. Your royalties to McDonald's, 5.5% of sales, are $6,600. Your advertising contribution, 4% of sales, is $4,800. Your rent, either the lease payment or the mortgage equivalent, runs about $8,000 to $12,000 per month, depending on the location. Your utilities, including electricity, gas, water, and waste disposal, run about $2,500 to $3,500 per month. Your equipment maintenance and repairs, the ice cream machines, the fryers, the grills, the point-of-sale systems run about $1,500 to $2,500 all per month. Your insurance, including general liability, property, and workers' compensation, runs about $2,000 to $3,000 per month. Your supplies, cleaning products, paper goods, office supplies run about $1,500 to $2,000 per month. Your miscellaneous expenses, permits, licenses, professional fees run about $1,000 to $1,500 per month. Total operating expenses, roughly $91,500 to $109,600 per month. That leaves an operating profit of $10,400 to $28,500 per month before taxes and depreciation. That is on $120,000 varying in monthly revenue. Between 8.7 and 23.75% of sales flows to the bottom line. But here's the critical detail hidden in those numbers, that operating profit is before the franchisee's own salary. The franchisee is not an employee. The franchisee does not receive a paycheck. The franchisee's income is whatever is left after all expenses are paid. In a good month, a well-run suburban McDonald's franchise might generate $20,000 in operating profit. In a bad month, a price war with a competitor, a major equipment failure, a spike in labor costs, or a temporary closure due to a health inspection, that same franchise might generate only $5,000 or even lose money. The difference between a good month and a bad month can be $15,000 or more. That is the volatility you're buying when you buy a McDonald's franchise. And here's the part that surprises most franchisees. The dollar menu is not optional. McDonald's corporate mandates that franchisees offer the dollar menu. The franchisee cannot opt out. The franchisee cannot raise the price to 125 cents or $1.50. The franchisee must offer the dollar menu at the price McDonald's sets. This creates a fundamental tension. McDonald's corporate wants to maximize traffic and market share. McDonald's corporate is willing to sacrifice margin on the dollar menu to achieve that. But the franchisee is the one who has to absorb the cost. The franchisee is the one who has to pay for the ingredients, the labor, the rent, the utilities. The franchisee is the one who has to make the numbers work. In some markets, the dollar menu is genuinely unprofitable for the franchisee. The cost to produce the item exceeds the selling price. The franchisee is losing money on every dollar menu item sold, but the franchisee cannot refuse to sell it. The franchisee cannot raise the price. The franchisee is trapped. The only way to make the numbers work is to drive massive volume. The franchisee needs to sell so many dollar items that the high-margin items that come with them generate enough profit to cover the loss on the dollar items and still produce a positive operating profit. This is why location is everything in the franchise business. A McDonald's in a high-traffic urban location with 50,000 cars passing per day can sell 600 to 800 transactions per day. A McDonald's in a suburban strip mall with 10,000 cars passing per day might sell 300 to 400 transactions per day. The difference in volume is enormous. The high-volume location can absorb the loss on the dollar menu because the sheer number of transactions generates enough high-margin sales to offset it. The low-volume location struggles because the volume is not there to make the math work. Professional developers look at 5 things when evaluating a McDonald's location. The first is average daily traffic, the number of vehicles passing the location per day. State transportation departments publish this data publicly. A location on a primary arterial road carrying 30,000 to 50,000 vehicles per day is worth significantly more than one carrying 5,000. The second is access. How easy is it to get in and out? A physical concrete median down the center of the road that blocks left turns can cut your customer capture rate by half. Drivers do not make U-turns to get a dollar burger. If they cannot enter and exit easily, they go to the next McDonald's. The third is corner orientation. Corner locations at signalized intersections where traffic stops give drivers time to notice the sign and make the turn decision. Mid-block locations on a 45 miles per hour road are harder to enter, less visible, and capture less traffic. The fourth is competition density. How many other fast food restaurants already exist within a 1 to 3 mile radius? In an oversaturated market, you're not just splitting customers, you're splitting profit margin as every operator drops prices to compete. The fifth is what surrounds the site. A McDonald's adjacent to a highway on-ramp, a large employer, a suburban residential neighborhood, or a cluster of retail stores generates natural, consistent traffic from commuters and local customers. A McDonald's on an isolated commercial strip with no anchor traffic generators relies entirely on price to pull customers in. Get location right, and almost everything else is manageable. Get it wrong, and no amount of operational excellence fixes the problem. A franchisee in a bad location is fighting an uphill battle from day one. Now let us talk about the real profit centers in a McDonald's franchise. The dollar menu brings the traffic, but the drinks, fries, and desserts are where the money is. A franchisee who focuses on maximizing the transaction value, who trains crew members to upsell, who uses the loyalty app to promote high-margin items, who bundles products into meals that feel like a deal, can dramatically improve profitability. The breakfast menu is another profit center. Breakfast items have higher margins than lunch and dinner items. A breakfast sandwich costs less to produce than a lunch burger, but customers are willing to pay a premium for breakfast. A franchisee who drives breakfast traffic, who opens early, who promotes breakfast items, can generate significant additional profit. The delivery business is a newer profit center. McDonald's has partnered with DoorDash, Uber Eats, and other delivery platforms to bring McDonald's to customers who do not want to leave their homes. The delivery platforms charge McDonald's a commission, typically 15 to 30% of the order value. That cuts into margins. But the delivery business brings incremental customers who would not otherwise visit the restaurant. A franchisee who optimizes the delivery experience, who ensures orders are prepared correctly and delivered hot, can generate significant additional revenue. The mobile app and loyalty program are critical profit centers. Customers who use the app visit more frequently, spend more per transaction, and are more likely to try new products. The app allows McDonald's to send targeted promotions to customers based on their purchase history and location. A customer who has never ordered a salad sees a promotion for a salad. A customer who always orders a burger sees a promotion for a premium burger. The personalization drives higher conversion rates and higher transaction values. Technology investments that McDonald's has made in recent years are designed to improve the customer experience and increase profitability. Self-order kiosks in the restaurant reduce labor costs and allow customers to customize their orders without crew member interaction. Mobile ordering allows customers to order ahead and pick up their food without waiting in line. Drive-through technology, including digital menu boards that change prices and promotions in real time, allows McDonald's to optimize pricing and promotions by location and time of day. Here's where we land. A McDonald's franchise with hundreds of customers flowing through every day and millions of dollars in annual revenue can produce a net income of somewhere between $50,000 and $200,000 per year for a well-run franchisee. The wide range reflects how dramatically location, the quality of the operation, the franchisee's ability to manage costs, and the franchisee's ability to drive high-margin sales can shift the outcome. In a good year, strong traffic, stable food costs, a well-run operation, no major equipment failures, a solid suburban franchise might clear $150,000 in net income on $1.4 million in revenue. In a bad year, a price war with a competitor, a major equipment failure, a spike in labor costs, or a temporary closure due to a health inspection, that same franchise can lose money or barely break even. The difference between a good year and a bad year can be $100,000 or more. That is the volatility you are buying when you buy a McDonald's franchise. And the operators who truly succeed are not the ones who are best at making burgers. They are the ones who understand that the dollar menu brings the customer, but the drinks and fries make the money. That the location determines the ceiling, but the operation determines how close you get to it. That the franchisee is not running an independent business. The franchisee is running a business inside a system that McDonald's has built and controls. The next time you order a $1 cheeseburger, look past the burger. Look at what else is on your receipt. Look at whether you added a drink, fries, a dessert. Look at whether you use the app to get a discount. Look at the crew member's attempt to upsell you on a larger size or a meal bundle. Because what you're actually participating in is not a transaction for a $1 burger. You're participating in a system designed to get you in the door at a loss and extract maximum profit from the rest of your visit. The dollar menu is the hook. Everything else is the business. If you found this breakdown of McDonald's economics fascinating, consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an analysis like this. Drop a comment below and let me know what surprised you most about how the dollar menu actually works, or share your own experience as a franchisee if you have one. And check the description for links to resources that dive deeper into franchise economics and supply chain management in quick service restaurants.